originally had a different Pixar writer.
The film started with a different Pixar icon at its helm. Michael Art, who previously wrote Toy Story 3 for Pixar, he also wrote Little Miss Sunshine and The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, was initially attached to write this movie, but left the project around 2011. This was one of many big changes to the film, which led to its more than 5 years in production.
The director and producer are huge SNL fans.
Writer/director Pete Docter and producer Jonas Rivera asked Bill Hader if they could visit the SNL set to gain a better understanding of how a live television cast works. Bill Hader, in turn, is a huge Pixar fan and was more than happy to host them. As a thank you, they asked Hader to visit Pixar Studios and eventually offered him the part of Fear.
Riley's parents have Superman connections.
Diane Lane, who plays Mom, and Kyle MacLachlan, who plays Dad, have each played a role in Superman-related media. Lane played Martha Kent in Man of Steel 2013, while MacLachlan voiced Superman himself in the direct-to-video movie Justice League: The New Frontier 2008.
Bill Hader recorded all of his lines by himself.
Bill Hader recorded the entire movie by himself. He read lines with director Pete Docter, so every scene you see Fear interacting with anyone else, you'll know that it was all recorded separately, which is pretty impressive.
Riley's address is a Disneyland connection.
Riley's house in San Francisco is a real place, but with a different address. In the film, they use the address 21 Royal Street. 21 Royal Street is also a new private dining space in Disneyland near Club 33.
The director shared a slight plot hole.
In regards to the genders of the emotions, Pete Docter said, "It was intuitive. It felt to me like anger's very masculine, I don't know why. Sadness felt a little more feminine, and Mindy Kaling as Disgust felt right. With Mom and Dad, we skewed them all male and all female for a quick read, because you have to understand where we are, which is a little phony, but hopefully people don't mind." Source: Empire Online.
Pete Docter was inspired by his own daughter's adolescence.
Writer/director Pete Docter's inspiration for Inside Out came from watching his own daughter go through this incredibly turbulent part of growing up.
Pixar assumed Louis Black had never seen a Pixar film.
Louis Black, who plays Anger, said that when Pixar pitched this film to him, he received a box of previous Pixar films and a letter that suggested that I may not know who Pixar is, which meant that they were crazy or they thought I was just some sort of recluse. Source: Strathmore Standard.
Bong represents all of the emotions.
Colors on Bong's flower represent skin colors of all the emotions. Yellow for joy, green for disgust, red for anger, blue for sadness, and purple for fear.
Mindy Kaling was thrilled to be Disgust.
Mindy Kaling, who plays Disgust, said, "I'm not asked to do that many things. I think I am sort of very specific in the way I look and talk and what I am interested in. So I sort of resigned myself to writing my own work. When I was asked to do this, the script was amazing. I went up to Pixar and I cried. I was just in a meeting with these guys and they showed me the story, and I started weeping.
The CGI team used lens kits, much like a regular film set.
Inside Out is the first Pixar feature where the camera department modeled real lens sets to use as virtual tools. On this film, they used the Cook S4 and the Uri/Zeiss Ultra Primes. They shot lens distortion charts with each set and imported that data into the virtual tool system. The Cooks were used to shoot the real world, while the Ultra Primes were used for scenes in the mind.
The director and designer declared this their most challenging film.
The director, Docter, said this film was one of the most challenging I've ever had to put together, the main difficulty being that it has to tell what is going on with the girl, what is going on in her mind at the same time. Additionally, the production designer, Ralph Eggleston, worked for 5.5 years on Inside Out. That's the longest he had ever worked on one film, and he says it was the hardest process too.
Each character's shape reflects the emotion they represent.
Each character's shape reflects the emotion they represent.
That bubbly texture on the emotions almost broke the bank.
That bubbly texture on the emotions almost broke the bank.
The plot pulls directly from Docter's personal experiences.
The plot pulls directly from Docter's personal experiences.
More than half of the emotions starred on The Office.
More than half of the emotions starred on The Office.
The entire cast of Inside Out wanted to be anger.
Cast if they had wanted to play any other emotion, Amy Poehler, Bill Hader, Philly Smith, and Mindy Kaling all choose the role of anger played by Louis Black. Although he admitted that the role suited him perfectly, if Black could have picked another emotion, it would have been disgust.
There's a sly reference to the late Steve Jobs in the film.
There's a sly reference to the late Steve Jobs in the film. The writers considered more emotions than they cast.
There are different versions of a film in different countries.
It's only one small change, but it's definitely an interesting one. Riley's father daydreams about either hockey or soccer depending on the country of release.
Psychologists and sleep experts worked closely with the writers.
Psychologists and sleep experts worked closely with the writers.
The characters' unique textures are based on energy.
The characters' unique textures are based on energy.
Louis Black was the ideal choice for anger.
Louis Black was the ideal choice for anger.
The console in headquarters is related to Riley's age.
The console in headquarters is related to Riley's age.
Inside Out has two leading female protagonists.
Inside Out has two leading female protagonists.
The newspaper's anger reads reflect the plot.
Anger reads newspapers throughout the film. The headlines are always about what's happening with Riley, such as first day of school and no dessert.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care. Bye!